Hi there, my name's Justin, and we're welcoming you to the biennial Adventist Community Services Convention in Orlando, Florida. As you can see, they're getting ready for opening night here at the convention, getting everything in order. And let's go ahead, and we've been walking around and taking some interviews with some folks and see what they're interested in this week, what they're looking forward to. And you'll see some clips from some of the introduction sessions already today. Take a look, hope you enjoy, and we'll try to keep some more vlogging going this week. Have a great week.
The new YES ministry. Many of you remember Youth Emergency Services? Well, you may notice we've changed that to Youth Empowered to Serve, because it's not only about emergencies, it's about incorporating our youth in all of our ACS ministries. So the YES ministry is not only good for our young people, it's good for all of you as well, because what we're trying to encourage is our young people to be a part of our ACS ministries and jump right in. That's one of the reasons we do not have a specific track all week for Youth Empowered to Serve. The idea is we want to incorporate our young people into our ministries, so it's not like being a part of Adventurers or Pathfinders. When you get a certain age, you kind of grow out of it. We want to empower them, to train them, so that they're working side by side with all of you, getting the training and equipping them so when they're done with school, they're ready to take on a role as an ACS leader or assisting an ACS leader. And actually, they are so full of great ideas. Their minds somehow wander, and they create some of the greatest programs. They have lots of ideas. Some of them are wildly crazy, and we may have to tone them back a little, but that's where if we partner their energy and their innovation with the experience and some of the level-headedness and the experience we have as adults in our background, we partner that together, we can do the most good for
institute this program, or we can do that program. Finally, somebody said, well, let's start out by just getting acquainted with the seniors. Let's learn their first names and use them. And so all the officials got out, set about, went to the schools, got acquainted with those young people, learned their names, and started getting acquainted, listening and talking to them. Do you know that when they did the statistics again, that level of unwed parents had gone down? So, do you know the names of all the young people in your center, in your church, whatever? Learn those names.
What's your name?
John Veldhuizen.
John Veldhuizen. All right, and you are?
Elaine Veldhuizen.
What was that? Elaine. Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit about why you're here or what you're looking forward to?
We just want to get involved in disaster relief, primarily. That's what we want to do.
Anything you're particularly enjoying so far?
I've really enjoyed all of this part. So far, it's just been great.
Great. Well, I hope you have a great week.
Grove's church, and she saw a need. She came back and her house was actually damaged, but she looked around her neighborhood and saw that her neighbors were hurt, and so she started helping her neighbor, giving stuff away out of her own house. And then she called me up and said, hey, Pastor Watts, I need help. And so we brought down the truck and we served. But I came into town, and when I came into town, was looking, oh, you're from Seventh-day Adventist. You're in Octavia's church. And everybody, the police at the stop stations where you had to go through, they knew who the lady was because she was making an impact.
All right, what's your name?
Ella Thompson.
Yeah, where are you from?
Tampa, Florida.
And so tell us a little bit about why you're here or what you're looking forward to this week.
I'm here because I'm a community service worker, and I hope to get a better knowledge of crisis care. I'm going to be into crisis care now because all the time the victims need some assistance in reference to their mental and their mental. So I'm going to be trying to find out better ways to help them.
Great. Hope you have a good week.
Thank you.
And also the private sectors, and the business people, and also non-profit, NGOs and human service organizations and so forth. Dayton, Ohio, they had a huge challenge with transients. Coming from Columbus, Ohio to Cincinnati, Ohio, where it was too far to travel. So they stopped by Dayton, Ohio, and then spent a few days, and they go to Cincinnati, Ohio. Why? Cincinnati, Ohio has most daycare centers for the homeless, and job training centers. And make a long story short, within a year, you can transition from homeless to self-supporting person. They have, job markets for these transients, and also housings and a number of opportunities like substance abuse, rehab centers and so forth. So people love to go to Cincinnati, Ohio, but they cannot go, so they stop at Dayton and call every single church listed in the yellow page, and asking for food and clothing and household items. So churches are bombarded with all these, requests and phone calls. The member of the Caring Church, Seventh Adventist, he was an associate pastor, and he was a ministerial president of that community. And he met with all the pastors from Baptists, Methodists, Catholics, and Mennonites, and they decided to solve this challenge corporately and collectively. They put money together, and $500 here and $100 here and whatnot, and every month they bring those money and went to private sector, like a gas station and motel owners and grocery owners. They went there and saying, we'll give you $1, and can you give us like $2 worth of service? And most of business people are saying, we will give you $5 worth of service because we get tax benefit by helping you. And they bought these vouchers from private sector and went to public sector, police stations, and also fire stations. And they gave all those vouchers to them and saying, you decide how the vouchers will be distributed. You manage. So when we as a church get phone calls from the transients, and we will refer them to you. You see how the churches and the private sectors and public sector working together?
All right, so what's your name, sir?
D-Roy Moncrief.
Yeah, where are you from?
Miami, Florida.
Miami.
Tabernacle Assembly Adventist Church.
Great, Tabernacle.
Yeah.
And so what brings you here, and what are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm the director of the community service department at the church, and we are getting very involved in community services. So we are here to learn all we can to take back and explode Miami.
Praise God, praise God. Thank you,
Jesus.
sir. We hope you have a great week.